And I guess the most important thing is you can still get kills in Pixel Gun 3D on computer. You can actually probably be more accurate on a computer than on your mobile device. Hello, fellow Pixel Gun 3D players. My name is ExxotikGaming, and welcome back to a highly requested tutorial on this YouTube channel. You clicked on this video wanting to know how to get Pixel Gun 3D on your computer. Well, I'll be showing you how to do exactly that over the next couple of minutes. I did 2 tutorials like this in the past, and while my last one still works, there is a better way to get this game on your computer now, and I thought I'd share it with you. You can do this for both PC and Mac. Really quickly, I would really appreciate it a lot if you left a like down below if this tutorial helps. I want more people to know about this method of getting this game on your computer, and the only way that can be done is if you show some explosive support on this video. So make sure to leave a like, comment, and share this video around to as many people as possible so more people can find out about how to get Pixel Gun 3D on your PC or Mac. With that being said though, let's jump into this. Now, depending on whether or not you are a PC or a Mac user will determine which website you go to. If you are a PC user, you will type in www.memuplay.com and then click the download button right here. If you are a Mac user, you type the website www.bignox.com and then click the Mac button right there. You wait for these to download, and then they will show up here on the bottom of your screen, depending on whether or not you are a PC user, or they will show up somewhere around the top right if you are a Mac user. Memu takes a little bit longer to install, and it is a little bit easier to use, but Nox still works perfectly fine if you are a Mac user. Another thing to note, a lot of people are probably questioning whether or not these 2 programs are safe. Don't you worry, both of these do not have any viruses associated with them. I have antivirus software on my computer, and it doesn't pick up a virus with either of these programs. So they're safe. You don't have to worry about any viruses happening when you download these. We're going to start off this tutorial with Memu. I'm going to show you how to set this up, and then we're going to go over to Nox and install that one. Once you install Memu, you will actually be given an Android emulator right on your PC, so you can run Pixel Gun 3D very, very well, I might add. Make sure you have this checked, click install, and now it will install onto your computer. At this point, once that little bar goes to the end, the launch button will appear. You click on that, and then you will be finally gifted the Android emulator for your computer. If you want to make it full screen, you can click this button up at the top right, and then you will be presented with the home screen of Memu Play. But here's the thing. You can't just play Pixel Gun 3D yet because you're going to need to have an account with the App Store. So go until the end here, click the X button, and then you will see the main screen right here. Click on the Play Store, and you will have to create a Google account. Do not use an account that you already have if you have it associated with Pixel Gun 3D. If you don't have it associated with Pixel Gun, it doesn't really matter, but create a new account. That is my best suggestion. So I'm going to make my name ExxotikGaming. We're going to click continue. We're going to create a random email. Doesn't really matter. And then we're going to type our password. Just has to be simple. It's just a regular Google account. Doesn't really matter. If you want to set up password recovery, I guess you can do that, but I'm just going to click not now. You might want to make sure backup data is checked, but uncheck communication because it doesn't really matter. And then click I accept. At this point, just type in the verification. That is an N. Click next. And with this, do not add a credit or debit card. Pixel Gun 3D is free, so you don't need to worry about adding either of these. So click no thanks, then click accept, and then you will be on the Google Play Store. But you cannot download Pixel Gun just yet because there will be an error and you will need to sign back into your Google account. So go to Pixel Gun 3D, click the first one that appears, but when you click install, it's going to say account action required. So click on that. You need to go to the top, click and drag down, and then click on that notification there. Click try again, type in your password once again, click sign in, click next, and then you will have to sign in on a browser. This is where you have to type in a phone number to verify this. It's just Google, so if you're worried about your phone number being sent to some weird thing, you're literally just sending it to Google. It's just like as if you had a regular Google account. And our verification code is 438024. Click verify, and now your identity will be verified and you can finally download Pixel Gun 3D. But you are not finished just yet because you need to add key bindings in order to actually use a keyboard to play Pixel Gun 3D. So click install, click accept, and then click proceed, and now Pixel Gun 3D will be installing onto your computer. As a side note, as you can see, Pixel Gun is relatively quick installing for me. It all depends on your internet speed, so whether or not you have Wi-Fi or hardlined internet, depending on how fast your internet is, will determine how long it takes Pixel Gun to download. So just be patient, wait for this to download, and we're just about finished, and then you will finally be able to open up Pixel Gun 3D on your Android emulator on your PC. So let's finish this up. And then we will get a notification down at the bottom saying Pixel Gun 3D has been successfully installed. So you can exit out of that, then you can go back up, click the open button, and now we can open up Pixel Gun 3D. But there is still a big thing we need to do, and like I said, it is those key bindings. You can kind of avoid that right at the very beginning when you do the tutorial. In order to move around your character, you can just click and drag, as you will see here, and then click and drag again. You need to just pick up the weapon. So what I would recommend doing is adding some very basic key bindings to begin. So click the button up at the top right. The farthest left will be dragged over here, and this is going to be your WASD. You use WASD to move your Pixel Gun 3D character, and then the second to left button is going to be specific key bindings. So you're going to need to have the tap to jump on, so click and drag it over here, click in the center of the button, and press space if you think space is a good button to use for jump. Click the save button once again, and now you can actually pick up the gun. So, again, you can just click and drag to the certain area where the people are, kill all of them by pressing on the firing button right here, and then just get done with the tutorial so you can actually finish up adding the rest of the key bindings. Every button on the screen can be clicked with the mouse, so you can just click through the tutorial to get ready to go into a Battle Now match. At this point, you're going to have to add a Google Play account. You can do whatever you want for this. I would not recommend just the standard name because you probably want to have a cool Pixel Gun 3D name to begin with. So click Armory, click Sniper, click the Sniper, click Equip, go to Wear, go to Equip, then go to Pets. And then as you can see, it's giving you some info. So go back, go of course, doesn't really matter. Click Battle Now, click on Heaven Garden, and then click Battle Now. It will put you into a match, and now you will finally see every single button that is in a regular Pixel Gun 3D game. So what I would recommend doing is just getting away from the enemies. They might kill you, but you want to get to an area where people aren't really going to be killing you too much. So what I would recommend doing is just getting behind somewhere, being a little bit safe, and then that way nobody's going to be coming after you. So this is a pretty safe area, and now you press that key binding button once again and click and drag these to the desired areas. I would click and drag and add these as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so you can easily press a button to get to the desired weapon. So again, click and drag, press the center of the button, and press the number that you want to make this button to be. I would make this, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. For the shooting button, you can actually use your mouse click. And then for this, the reload, you can use R. For the grenade, you can use G. Maybe if you want to look at the list of players, you can put Tab. And then if you put the shop button, the armory, you can maybe do something like U. I would say something like that if you want to look at the armory, and then last chat could be C. So after you've done all that, you can click save, and now you can save that once again. Here's something that I forgot to mention with Memu. There are two other buttons that are going to be very, very helpful that you definitely want to add into your key bindings. If you click on this button right here and you click and drag this over to some area like right here, this will allow you to right click so you can just move around your mouse to control your character. And then this will go on the firing area. So at this point, click save once again. Make sure that is covering the firing button. It's not right now, so we just have to adjust that just slightly. Click save once again, and as you will see, before I had to physically left click and drag to move my character. Now I just have to right click and I can use the left click to actually shoot. It's much more ideal. It's definitely going to make the gameplay a lot better, and this makes it feel much more like a true first-person shooter on your computer. It definitely helps a lot, and it's going to give you much better gameplay. But anyways, back with the tutorial. And now at this point in time, you can pretty much control everything, but you might want to make the sensitivity a little bit higher because you want to be able to control this just the way you would regularly control a player in a mobile device. So I would increase your view sensitivity to about right there, and then go back, then resume, and now you can actually control a lot better. So make sure to hold the left mouse button in order to look around. You can use your keyboard to jump around, and then you can kill people using this in the match that you're in. And I guess the most important thing is you can still get kills in Pixel Gun 3D on computer. You can actually probably be more accurate on a computer than on your mobile device, which is pretty impressive. As you can see, these people are playing right now most likely on Android on mobile, and since I'm playing now on my computer, it's gonna work a lot better. So you can add different key bindings if you want. It's all up to you. You don't have to tap to change it. Again, you can use the 5 button, and then you can get some pretty epic kills using these weapons here on your computer. I have to say, it works pretty well, and you can get a victory like I did just there. So with that being said, that's basically it on how to use Memu. As you play this game more and more on your computer, you're going to get better and better. You can change the sensitivity to however you like it. It's going to take a little bit of trial and error, and of course, you're going to have to start off pretty newbie, just like you would on a mobile device. So don't expect amazing gameplay right in the very beginning. You just have to practice just like you would on mobile, and eventually you're going to be pretty good in this game for your computer. So that's basically it for your computer. Let's get into the Mac tutorial. Now, if you're on Mac, and once this finishes installing, you're going to have to click somewhere at your top right to open this up, but Nox is going to perform the same on PC as it does on Mac, so I can easily show you how to use this properly in order to play Pixel Gun on your Mac. A lot of these tutorials end up telling you how to get this on your computer, but not your Mac, so it's good that there is a way to play Pixel Gun 3D on both your PC and your Mac simultaneously. It's pretty cool. It definitely works really well. Once the bar finishes loading up, you're going to have a start button right here, so click on that, and now Nox is going to be loading up onto your Mac. It might look a little bit different than mine just because if you are using the Mac version, it might be a different version. It might not be 6.0.2, but it still works essentially the same, so you don't really have to worry. You're going to click the right button right here, and got it, and now you will be on the main screen. Once you finally load up the program, you can click this button up at the top right to make it full screen, and then you will have to open up the Play Store, because just like with your mobile device, you're going to need an account to download Pixel Gun 3D. So open up the folder, click on the Play Store, and now you will be given this message. You're going to have to create a Google account, and just like with Memu, you're going to have to go through a very similar process. So we're going to make ourselves ExxotikGaming, click Next, and our random email doesn't really matter. Click Next. Random password. Just make sure you remember the password. Click Next. You don't have to set up recovery options if you don't want to. I'm just going to click Not Now because it's a little bit faster. Uncheck communication. Check up backup data to your Google account. Click Next. Click I accept. And then type in this right here. Click Next. And then do not add a credit card to Nox. Pixel Gun 3D is a free app, so you don't have to worry about using a credit card. Maybe later on, if you want to do some in-app purchases, you can add it, but you don't need to do it right now because you're going to be going up against beginning players in the very beginning. You can uncheck that, you can click accept, and now you will be at the Google Play Store. But you cannot download Pixel Gun 3D just yet because when you search that and you click install, it's going to say authentication is required. Click OK. Doesn't really matter. So you move your mouse up to the top here, click and drag down, and click on that notification right here. Click try again, enter your password once again, and then click sign in. Click next, and then you're going to have to add a phone number to the account. It's detected unusual activity. That makes sense. You're using an Android emulator, so type in a phone number that is valid so you can get a code sent to it. Alright, so our verification code is 854709. Click verify, and now you will have your account verified. At this point, you can now install Pixel Gun 3D. So click the install button, click accept, and then click proceed. Depending on how fast your internet is, determines how fast this game installs onto your computer, or your Mac, I should say. If you are a computer user, a PC user, and you don't have a very good PC, sometimes Memu does not work the best on a slower computer, so you might want to install Nox just because it works a little bit better for these slower computers. So we're almost complete now installing Pixel Gun 3D onto our Android emulator, and just be warned, it does take a decent amount of time to install. It took me about 5 minutes or so. It takes probably longer on here than your average mobile device, so be patient. Just wait for this to install. It will be worth it in the end. But after it finishes up installing, you're going to get a notification saying it installed Pixel Gun 3D Pocket Edition. You can exit out of that right now, and then you can click open, and now you can finally play Pixel Gun 3D on your Mac. But here's the thing. You cannot play it just yet because you will need to add certain key bindings in order to successfully play this game, because you don't want to just use your mouse, because when you're normally playing on a mobile device, you only use your fingers, so you don't have to press certain buttons. Now, what you're going to need to do is click on this button right here. If you actually click on that, most likely it's going to give you a default key binding setup, which is actually pretty cool. Of course, there are some things you're going to have to reposition, so all you need to do is click and drag and make this a little bit bigger. This is going to be your loadout. Most likely, it's going to work pretty well. And then after you complete the tutorial, you'll be able to finish this up. So at this point, you can click save. And then now you can use WASD to move your character, use your left click to move this around, and just click on that button to actually shoot. You want to get through this tutorial because then you can actually go into a real battle now, see all of your buttons, and see if everything works properly, because it gave you a default key binding that might not work perfectly for Pixel Gun 3D. At this point, it's going to want to sign into a Google Play Games account. That's perfectly fine. You can click next, you can click sign in, you can make a custom name if you want to. Click Armory, click Sniper, click Equip, go to Wear, click Equip, go to Pets, and then it'll give you some information right there. Go back, click Of Course, or create a custom username if you so desire. Battle now, Paradise Resorts to battle, and now we can finally do a match. At this point, click Go Battle, and then go to an area where there aren't going to be too many enemies killing you. I would recommend just hiding in the back of this house here, and then you can see how all of the buttons look on your screen. Click this once again, and as you can see, certain things like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are not perfectly aligned. So all you need to do is align them in the proper area, so once you click these buttons, you can switch your weapons a lot easier. Your grenade is going to want to go right there. Your reload is going to want to go right there. This is going to go right there. There are some other things you can actually add in if you want. If you want to look at the players, you click and drag that right there. Click on the center, click tab. I would recommend tab for seeing the other players. And then if you want to go add the armory for an easy button, you can maybe type something like U just so you can see the armory. There's one thing that I forgot to note. With Nox, you definitely want to bump up your view sensitivity to about right there. Click resume, and if you play this game normally, you would have to left click and drag your character in order to move it on the screen. You don't want to do that because that's not going to give you good gameplay. If you go on your key bindings and make sure this right click to start stop control view and the left click to fire is on the proper areas, which as you can see, drag a button over to the crosshair and you move that somewhere there, and then this button somewhere over here, you can now right click and then you will be able to use your left click to shoot your gun. It's going to make it much more ideal. You definitely want to have a button for go battle, but now you can literally just use your mouse to move around your character and get some pretty epic kills in the process. So, thought I'd mention that. It's going to make the gameplay a lot better for your Mac and a lot more true to what a regular first-person shooter would be like. So, definitely do that. But at this point, click save, and now you can actually play Pixel Gun 3D properly, switching between all of your buttons, clicking on the button right there, and then shooting your enemies, getting some pretty epic kills with them. You're actually going to be more accurate on a computer than you would on a mobile device, so that's pretty cool. And as you can see, you can get some pretty epic gameplay with these things on a computer. Now, it does take some time to get used to, so just keep that in mind. You're just going to have to practice, and practice always makes perfect. It's just like when you're playing on a mobile device. You need to practice, and that way you can be the ultimate PC or Mac Pixel Gun 3D player. So we're going to get a couple kills here. I think that person is lagging, but it doesn't really matter because we can exit out now, and that's basically it on how to do this for Mac. So with that being said, guys, that's basically it. I hope this tutorial helped. We now know how to use Memu on PC and Nox for Mac. These are both great programs. They both work very well, and you can play Pixel Gun 3D now on whatever computer you own. So I hope this helped, guys. If it did, make sure to leave a like down below to show your support to the channel. Make sure to subscribe if you are new for some more Pixel Gun 3D content, and maybe, just maybe, I'll do a PC gameplay, and if you guys let me know down below in the comments, I could definitely make that happen. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode.